Because general election this year marks 30 years since the start of the democratic government. But at least one small business owner says not much has changed. He wants parties to focus on creating business opportunities. Newzroom Afrika's Ziniko Mhlaba spoke to some people about their expectations.
We continue probing what this election year means for South Africans looking at different sectors. We're in Vosloorus, in Ekurhuleni and Kathoras and all the surrounding areas where we're speaking to the activism but also champions of economic development, especially within the townships here. I'm joined now by Bongani Mabuza, who is the chairperson of the Kathoras Development Company but also the founder of African Ascent, a brand that you see behind us, to talk about, economic development within our township and the revival of the economic township here in South Africa, especially when it comes to Gauteng sectors and regions. Mr. Mabuza, thank you very much, sir, for your time. A very important year when it comes to election, but also marking that the 30th anniversary of South Africa's democracy. When it comes to reviving the South African economy, especially the township economy, how will you reflect in the past 30 years and how are you getting into this election year?
No, man, first of all, thank you very much. This is a milestone year for our country. 30 years is a very long time, to reflect on what have we done, where are we economically, where is the township economy currently, and that is something that I'm mostly reflecting on, to say where and how far I've come as a business person. I'm only 39 years old, so I was 9 years old when we got our freedom. So in 30 years, a lot has happened. We appreciate what has happened, but we need to now unlock the next 30 years of this township economy. If this country has any hope, it's for us to really unlock the township economy, which has a lot of potential, which is where most of our people are. So that's mostly what I'm reflecting on this election year.
I mean, what happens, whether it's policy, whether it's opportunities and opening up the space, especially for people who are coming from townships such as yourself, who are still wanting to revive and work within the space where you were born?
No, look, I mean, I've been 14 years in business now, and I work in a space where, that is an untapped space, which is the spaza shop industry. This space has a lot of potential to create a lot of jobs for our people. We have a lot of potential of, reviving the township economy if there is more investment in the townships. So what I've seen in the past 14 years that I've been in business, there are a lot of red tapes that prevent people from starting businesses. There are a lot of things that government is doing, but equally stifling, by, just creating regulations that are unnecessary in the township space. People need to be allowed the space to do business. We're not making the kind of money that you should be over-regulating the space, but we do need protections. We do need to protect locals who want to operate in the space. We do need to encourage more young people to get into the township economy. We see a lot of corporates coming into the township, but we also see a lot of young people leaving the township to go find jobs outside the township. We need to start looking at jobs within the townships. We need to start looking at business opportunities within the township. So there's a lot that can be unlocked if the government just eases some of the regulations and doesn't stifle, the participation that is.
I mean, as a young person, you're speaking about young persons who are exploring job opportunities outside, their communities in this case, which is the township. So if you had to talk to a young person who is maybe at school or searching for a job and not winning in terms of getting a formal job, why should I consider getting into the township economy? What's the need for me in terms of opportunities?
Look, I mean, it's a $1 billion industry. I mean, easily something like the spaza shop industry is worth tens of billions. So that's money that's there, that's sitting there, that foreign nationals from as far as Bangladesh see in our townships. You've got big retailers that are coming into the township. So meaning that there's money. Where there are people, there is money. So we need our people to definitely see these opportunities. We need our people to really look at the township with a different eye. How can we develop it? How can we grow this space? How can we create jobs in this space? More people need to stay in the townships. I know we have challenges of crime, we have challenges of this and that, but as you leave the township, wherever you're going, that's where the development is going to happen. But if we stay in our townships and we keep the skills, we keep the talent, then these spaces can grow. There are people there. There is money in the township. So I would encourage all the young people to start something. It doesn't matter what it is. You can sell sweets. You can start maybe whatever you've studied. Use those skills in your township, and that's what is going to unlock our economy, because what we need is for money to start circulating in the township and not leaving the township.
Thank you very much, Puti. That's Mr. Bongani Mabuza there, who is the chairperson of the Cathoras Development Company, but also the founder of the brand African Accent, based here in the East Rand in Ekurhuleni, talking to us about what does this year mean for them as local entrepreneurs, but also people are championing the revival of the township economy as we mark 30 years into democracy and going into the election year. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziniko Mhlaba in Katlehong.